playing it, just play it. Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40. Can't wait. Let's go.
Yo, what is up? It is me, it's Keen. We're back in the building with another episode of the Hoop Dreams and TD Queens. Jury is under the weather today, y'all, but I got my guy, one of my closest homies. He asked to come on. He's doing me a favor, and I definitely appreciate him. I got my guy, Westside Media. Ern is in the building. Ern, what's going on, man?
Yeah, sis, how you doing? It's been a minute since we kicked it on a live. I'm glad we're able to do this. Shout out to Jay. We missed you this week. But I'm going to try to represent the best I can for you. I see you in the comments, sis. Hey, how you doing?
Good. Your audio is sounding like you underwater.
Am I bad right now?
And like you got a little echo to it.
Is it a little better now? Or no?
But what's going on? Jury's in the chat, though. She's in the comments. I told you, drink that hottie toddy. What's going on, Mo?
Let me jump out back. Hold on.
All right, get your audio together, come back in. That's all right. We working. So until Ern comes back, we got a good show for y'all today. Again, we talk about NBA, all NFL. We have some good topics for y'all. Starting off number one with my guy again. We are coming from Philadelphia, the 76ers. My guy, Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre did get hit by a car last week sometime. And they were saying, well, is he now lying? All right, let's see if Ern's back.
How am I sounding? Am I sounding?
You good now.
Okay, good. Here we go.
Where is the Kelly Oubre picture at? Oh, there we go. All right.
Kelly Oubre, my dude. I wish the Warriors would have held on to him.
Kelly Oubre, I was so glad when the Sixers picked him up. Definitely a good piece off the bench. Be something we've never had since JJ Redick, three-point shooter type of guy. But what's going on in Philly is he did get hit by a car, and he's not from Philly. He's not from the area. But now they're saying is he lying? So TMZ, TMZ, they got his Ring camera footage. How did they get his Ring camera footage? But the Ring security isn't that secure because anybody apparently can just go get the footage. You see him coming home, telling his wife, I just got hit by a car, and he's on a bike. So what they looking at the surveillance, it was like there is no video of you getting hit by a car. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's not from Philly, one. He's downtown. Downtown's confusing as hell. And he could have just got his bearings together and didn't know where he was at. So knowing he was a Warrior, and I know you're a Warriors fan, and Kelly Oubre is that dude, 20-point scorer off the bench. He can defend. He can drive to the back and shoot threes. Do you think he would be lying about all this?
I don't know his personality, but what I do know from you about Philly is if he was anywhere near Kensington Ave, he could have got hit by maybe a...
Oh, no, he wasn't down there. He wasn't in Zombieland.
Okay. I don't know. He could be lying. What did you see on the video footage? I didn't actually see the footage.
So it's only him. He didn't go to the hospital right away when he got hit, for one, because it could have been in shock. He didn't want to go right away. All he said was, if you go back and look on the footage, you can video, you can see the tape. He says, I just got hit by a car, and he walks in. So that's it. And you hear his wife in the background, oh my gosh, are you okay? We got to call the ambulance. And he said it's a silver car. So I don't think he's lying about getting hit by a car. The area, possibly. He could have, got mixed up. But I don't think he's lying. Again, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully he wasn't lying. Maybe he was in a fight. Just they want to say he was in a fight. Something. But I'm just like, how do you not see a 6'9", 6'10" person? Just walking in the middle of the street. So that's what I'm saying. Thank you, John, why would he lie? I mean,
I hope he's not pulling a Jussie Smollett or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, but Oubre, I haven't heard anything about Oubre in the NBA like that. Yeah. The only thing is he stole the girl that James Harden had and had a kid and married her. That's the only thing. But aside from that, I don't think he would lie about something like that. So I mean,
I don't either. His character seems like a pretty good dude. You know, what I mean, it's just I don't know. Maybe he's just young. Maybe he really did get hit by a car and thought that it wasn't. Maybe like you said, he had the adrenaline rush where he thought he was okay, and then maybe later on he noticed something was wrong, and then he's like, you know what, I better say something due to his contract. You know what I mean, where he has to disclose injuries. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm puzzled about that whole
but
situation.
Kelly is a fan favorite here. He's becoming a fan favorite. I've been an Oubre fan since the beginning. The Warriors. He was with Charlotte, Phoenix. I've been an Oubre guy. So great player. I'm glad he's on the team. And Morey should give him an extension. Don't let him leave next year. But again,
Definitely.
the chat, appreciate y'all. Daniel's in the chat mode. We got Marlon in the chat. What's going on, John? Yes, Zori, Zombieland. Zombieland is bad. Is where the drugs is at. That's the real high. That's that area that they had him leaning. So that's why I call it Zombieland. It's my anxiety goes to 99 million when I ride through there because I swear I'm gonna hit one. But so they're reevaluating everything to see how long he has. He's been in the facility on a bike and stuff like that. So we'll see how long he has left. Until he's out, until he comes back. But we
I wish him a speedy recovery. Wish him a speedy recovery. That's my guy. I hope there's no funny stuff going on and everything. You know, I hope he's okay and he comes back. I really like him. He's like a LeBron type player where he could play three different positions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say he's like on LeBron's level, but he can play like a variety of positions all up and down the court.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next topic here, and Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook has decided to come off the bench. Now, granted that the Clippers did finally get themselves a win in the James Harden era, and it was James Harden who hit the game-winning shot and a 4-point play at that. About time Harden did something. He said that he wasn't in game shape or whatever. Harden, I don't want to hear that. You could have easily been playing and working out with the Sixers, but no, you chose not to. But anyway, we said that lineup was not going to work. Somebody had to come off the bench, and Westbrook said he wants to come off the bench. Now, was it really Westbrook that said he wanted to come off the bench, or did Ty Lue say, "Hey, Russ, can you come off the bench"?
I think it was Ty Lue, and then Russell Westbrook was just like, yeah, because this really isn't working with Harden. I just don't understand how that's not working, but whatever. I think it was Ty Lue's suggestion, but Russell Westbrook was completely with it.
Y'all already heard my rant last week on Harden. If Harden should be the one to come off the bench. I'm sorry, you're not that superstar like you used to, but this is my team.
Yeah,
and you're the one that's going to come off the bench because Russ already has the flow of things. So now you're taking the flow of things from Russ coming off the bench. Did y'all see him come off the bench with the Lakers? How did that go? How did that fare out? How did that play out? But the Clippers finally get their win, and in the James Harden era, hopefully they can keep it going. But we'll see. But one of them had to come off the bench. I mean, it should have been Harden, but we'll see what Russ can do with that second unit off the bench with Norman Powell and those guys. But
I don't know what's going on with the Clippers. Why would they take on that problem? They see Harden's been having problems everywhere he goes. I don't even know why they would trade for him to come there.
It's fine with me. Thank you, Clippers, because clearly the pieces is working for us in Philly. Covington and Batum, and maybe not so much of Marcus. I mean, Marcus Morris. He's coming in garbage time, but still, I like it. But Mo said Harden is a better shot creator than Russ. He shoots well enough to keep the defense honest. Okay.
But Harden's problem lately is that he's turned into strictly a 3-point shooter. You can see his numbers is like, his percentage of 3-point shots is going up as his career progresses, and he's constantly not going to the rack like he used to. Russ will still go to the rack, which makes the defenses collapse, which is opening up other people. Harden is more like a black hole. You give him the ball, he's shooting it.
Well, with Harden, you already know what he's going to do. Step back, dribble between the legs, step back three. It's like the buttons on the controller to a move combination in Mortal Kombat. Like, the moves he's gonna do. And then the floater that other guy, I forget what game that was. The other day, he had an air ball, and then his floater got blocked. So I don't know. I maybe Harden is starting to warm up. But again, the Clippers finally won a game last night, and it was due because if they would have lost another one, if they would have went 5-0, 0-5 without Harden, I mean without a win, man, oh man, I think you think Ty Lue's gonna be there at the end of the year?
Most likely not. Unfortunately, I don't really think it's his fault. They gave him a mess. The cards he was dealt is like, actually the beginning of the season it was looking cool. You know what I mean? And then they just go ahead and just throw the Joker into the mix, and then I don't know. This guy is almost like, he's I mean, everybody's saying, I was trying to find a different word other than toxic, but there's no other word for James Harden other than toxic. It is what it is. Everywhere he goes.
So you had Terrence Mann starting yesterday instead of Westbrook, and he had 1 point in 21 minutes.
Yikes.
1 point in 21 minutes. Harden had 24, Zubac had 12, Kawhi had 26, and PG had 23. And then Norman Powell had his 10 off the bench. But 1 point from Terrence Mann, my God. But Russ had 8.
Russ had 8, and then
I got a feeling we might see another lineup change pretty soon.
So you had 9 points out of your point guard position for the whole game. That's unacceptable.
Ty Lue will be there. They kept Doc Rivers for a decade. That's fine. That's true too. That's true too. But Ty Lue's a better coach than Doc, in my opinion. At least he'll try to make some adjustments, but he got to work from what he got. Who's to say Harden won't say, "Oh, I don't want to play for this team no more"? But if he does the same thing he's been doing from team to team, he's not going to be in the NBA anymore. Ain't nobody else gonna scoop him.
Yep. Yo, quick side note. I was just down in LA 2 weeks ago, and the Clippers have a really, really, really nice new stadium that they're building down there right now. It's called the Intuit Dome. INTUIT, like company Intuit. The Intuit Dome. It looks really, really nice. If you guys want to Google the images or whatever.
All right, so we got Mr. Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges is back in the NBA, playing for the Charlotte Hornets. He was suspended, but he was out for domestic violence. And he pleaded no contest. But you plead no contest, in my mind, it's like you're guilty. You're just not saying you're guilty. So you're just going to take everything that's charged to you, take all the fines. You got to do community service. And he's paying the victim money. He's cutting her a check. So what image does that have for the NBA? They don't play when it comes to the best of violence. If that's the case, you might as well bring Kevin Porter Jr. back.
Well, I mean, I'm all for giving everybody a second chance, but domestic violence is just one of those things. It's just like, yo, man, it's really inexcusable. I mean, I definitely can't co-sign that, but I am all for giving people a second chance, but I just don't know, bro. It's gonna have to be one of those where, if somebody could vouch for him and say that his character is, of such where, they think that he wouldn't do this again, he's a changed person, or this isn't really him or something. I don't know, but I don't know. I hope I wish him the best. Like, I hope he gets it together and doesn't keep on hitting on, let alone any. I mean, I hope he doesn't be hitting on anybody, let alone women.
There was a child involved too, so he has to take parenting classes, domestic, like he has to do all these classes. And just in October, he was violated for the restraining order.
Just tonight, bro. It's November. Oh man, come on, bro. I'm trying to make a case for you, bro. I'm trying, bro. But come on, Miles, bro. I don't know, man. You're out here wilding, bro.
I just feel like it's just not setting a great image. I mean, that's just my opinion. Like y'all was quick to get Kevin Porter Jr.'s behind out of here with the quickness. Y'all got him out of Houston. Y'all traded him to OKC, and then OKC waived him. He's not even in the NBA no more.
He's not even in the NBA no more. Well, Miles been out for what, like a year now?
Well, I don't know. It's just a tricky situation. Even when they welcomed him back in Charlotte, it wasn't that great of an ovation, in my opinion. It was a mixed crowd.
Yeah, because that's severely frowned upon, as it should be. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Charlotte is a tricky situation, but and this is my opinion.
I
I
hope
don't think
he's.
he should be playing basketball. It's just a
I
bad
hope he's a
image.
changed man. I hope that he's rehabbed and that's in his past. I wish him the best and hope he doesn't do that again.
Right. So, hopefully Miles Bridges, you learned your lesson. If this is truly your second chance, don't mess it up. But in my opinion, I
Right.
just feel like you shouldn't be playing basketball. Sorry.
That's yeah. If he getting a
He
second
did. He
chance, he
almost
better.
did. He did do almost the same thing as KPJ. I mean, but it was a child involved too, and he violated the restraining order. It was a lot. It was a whole mess. It was a mess. Like you
And
pleaded
then
again. You
pleading no
pleaded no
contest.
contest.
But
That's like you did
there's
in my
reasons
opinion.
he could have pleaded no contest. No contest could be because you don't want to go to court, you don't want to go to trial, and you don't want to have all that information, all the dirty laundry be aired. So you're just like, you know what? Let's just wrap it up. You know what I mean? It could be that. I don't know. I'm not in the court to see what's going on, but it could be a number of things why he pleaded no contest.
Because NFL Goodell was quick to say no. so
Man,
just ask Ray Rice. Did he ever get back in the league? No.
woo. Yo, that was on tape, and that was brutal, bro. That was like Floyd Mayweather beating on a junior high kid. That was ugly. So you can't. There's no coming back from that, Ray Rice. Sorry, bro.
So speaking of Miles Bridges in Charlotte, we're gonna stay in Charlotte with one Mr. LaMelo Ball. And LaMelo Ball, nothing he did wrong, in my opinion. He didn't do nothing wrong. It's the NBA that's being buttholes. So the NBA told LaMelo Ball that he has to cover up his tattoo, which is right here. It's a LF. It's his clothing line, but LF means La France. That's his middle name. So you mean to tell me I can't have my middle name on my body? I can't have my name on my body because it's a brand and
That's
it
a
violates
janky rule.
the NBA or something. I'm sorry if I'm Melo, I'm fighting this. That's my name though. It's my name.
The only thing what I read a little bit, and I think the reason that they're hitting them for that is because they don't allow any branding of anything like that's not NBA sponsored. So you can't just wear like a Mercedes Benz emblem, you know what I
Right.
mean, anywhere on your uniform or cut into your hair or anything when you're representing the NBA. So I think what they're saying is they're not really tripping off it being his name, but I think that's his brand logo. So I think that's what they're tripping on. You can't have any other brand logo that's not sponsored. Do I agree with it? No, I don't agree with it, but I think that's what they're basing this on.
That's whack. It's just whack in my opinion. It's stupid. Marlon said that's crazy. Mo said he pleaded guilty to a felony. That happens when you're guilty as sin, and then the risk of going to jail is very high. Facts. That's when you plead no. That's when you plead no contest.
Yeah.
I don't know NBA. I mean, I know they had made was it what's the name that played for the Cavs? That was always that's the smokers always look high.
J.R. Smith.
JD. I think he had a Supreme tattoo or something like that. He had to cover because it was a branding. So, but I get it. But come on, NBA, like that's that man's name. That's that man's
Right. It's his brand. It's not like it's a competitor company, not like, you're sponsored by Coke and he's wearing a Pepsi or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right. I can see, like you said, Mercedes Benz, Pepsi, somebody of that nature. I mean, the NFL is totally different.
What up, Damien?
Maybe they changed that rule. I don't know. Damien said, "Oh, Ernest back."
Yes, sir. Side note just happened. FSU quarterback, terrible leg injury. He's going to be done for the rest of the year. Leg is literally side. Oh, no. Oh, no. They're a top 10 school.
They was number 4 too going into the ranking. I hope and pray everything's okay. But yeah, NBA, come on now. It's better things for y'all to make this man do. Y'all bringing players back who beat on women back, but y'all can't let Melo have his tattoo playing. Like,
yeah, bad look, NBA. That's a bad look for
y'all weren't about a logo, but y'all bringing back Miles Bridges. Y'all right, NBA. Adam Silver, come on now. Get it together, sir. Get it together. Because if this was Roger Goodell, he wouldn't care about no tattoo.
Yeah, they're carting off the quarterback right now for Florida State, number 13.
All right,
Yeah.
so we're gonna stay here in the NBA and move on to 1 second. Let me get this here. Draymond Green and Rudy Gobert. Draymond Green and
Yes.
Rudy Gobert.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
If y'all have not noted, if y'all have been under a rock, Draymond Green has been suspended for 5 games. And it looks like Rudy was about to tap from the Taz mission. And of course, Rudy has some smack talking. Saying, oh, well, you had, if your boy Steph wasn't out there, you had to go out there too. And oh, was that all you had? That's all you got. Rudy Gobert, look here, French fry. You don't need to be talking no smack from Draymond Green, because if we really wanted to choke you out and drag you across the court, he would have done so. He would have done so.
Why did he just collapse like and just fell out? I was like, bro, what are you doing, bro? You're like 7'9", bro. What are you doing, bro? Draymond's only like 6'10". Like, you just got choked out by Draymond. But then again, when it comes to Clay and Steph, Draymond's always been their protector. You put a hand on Clay, you put a hand on Steph, you're gonna deal with Dre. You know what I mean? It's been his track record. That's kind of like his job on the team, facilitator / enforcer.
Right. So apparently he was going after, he was helping out for Clay because apparently, so I forget who and Clay was going at, and Draymond was like, "Oh," and it looks like Gobert was trying to move, I guess, Clay out the way, and Draymond didn't take kindly to that. And as you see here, Mr. Chokehold, and 5 suspensions later. Now, do you think the league is going to, like, we all know how Draymond is. Draymond's going to be Draymond. He said he's not changing for nobody. Does this, like,
yeah,
will we see Draymond in the future? Like, will he still be here? Will the league, like, really cut down on him? Like, maybe suspend him, like, tell him he can't play for the year? Like, if he does something else again, like, what do you think the league will do to Draymond Green moving forward?
Draymond and the Warriors are a moneymaker. They're not going to suspend Draymond for this season. They'll keep on fining him and hitting him with hefty fines. But, the Warriors make so much money, and, the owners are so good with Dre. They're probably paying the fines for him. I think they did hit him with a hefty fine. The 5 games isn't the big thing. It's a $770,000 fine. That's crazy. I think next time it'll be bigger. They're not going to keep on playing these games with Dre. But, they're not going to be able to just put him out of the NBA. That's going to be a bad look, and the Warriors are a moneymaker. The NBA is better, and they make more money when the Warriors are winning.
Yeah, those 5 games, that's how much he's going to lose, that $770K. Man, that hurt my pockets, and I don't even got that.
Wait, hold on. So that's what he's losing for the suspension?
For the 5 games, yep.
That's not his fine, like where it actually comes where he has to pay it?
No, I don't think he has to pay that. That's what he's losing.
Got you.
By not playing. Right? That's a lot of money.
Jory said something there you go. I don't care. Draymond has been dying to do that. Draymond been dying to do that for a couple years now, Jory. You're absolutely right. Go ahead.
Did y'all notice none of the Timberwolves came to help Rudy Gobert because they don't like him? Your own teammates don't like you. Did you know? If you go back and watch it again, did you know that? I mean, Cat maybe tried to get in there and did this all stank face, but the mean mug. But Cat wasn't doing nothing. Cat don't want no smoke with Draymond Green. Notice none of the Timberwolves came to his aid. I mean, that's Cat right there. But what is Cat gonna do?
All I know is if Steve Kerr wouldn't have been there, Rudy Gobert would still be in the chokehold right now. The only reason Dre let him go is because Steve Kerr told him to.
And I remember when Gobert got there, Anthony Edwards was like, "Oh no, we got Rudy Gobert." Like, he was talking about him before he got there. He know he's soft. French fry is what I call him because he's a French fry. French fry, Rudy Gobert. But That's our NBA portion. We're gonna switch things over here to the NFL, but we're gonna take a quick break. Be right back. Y'all tune in. Come on back.
Hey guys, it's Pavel the Cat.
And Evan Rev Reynolds.
And we are Two Guys in Hockey Talk. We are here every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time to talk all things hockey. What do we talk about, Evan?
We talk KHL, AHL, ECHL, every HL hockey league you can think about, prospects, juniors, even the professional women's hockey league.
Yeah, we love it. And we have a website, Two Guys in Hockey Talk. So give us a follow. We got articles on all things related to hockey, and we're writing all throughout the season. So make sure you tune in. We're also on X or Twitter. You can find me at hockey_2, and
you can follow me at Revan Ev. Or you can also go to twoguyesandhockeytalk.com to follow everything.
We love hearing from you guys, so make sure you tune in, comment, like, give us a follow on our Facebook and YouTube page. We love hearing from you guys, and it's a blast talking all things hockey. Right, Evan?
Hey, man, it is. So, as we say every show, in the meantime and in between time,
keep your sticks on the ice. Cheers.
Cheers.
Make sure y'all tune in to the Sports Empire Network for Two Guys in Hockey Talk. They talk all hockey. Great show with Evan and Pavel every Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, we're going to switch things over to the NFL. Thursday night football. We had the Baltimore Ravens up against the Cincinnati Bengals. It was an AFC North matchup, potential playoffs implications. But Mark Andrews gets hurt. He's out for the year with a broken fibula and ankle injury. But the play that hurt him was that hip drag tackle. A lot of people are saying maybe they should ban this move. Ern, your thoughts on the drag tackle?
It's just like pretty soon it's like you're gonna have to be 6'8" and 280 pounds to even play in the NFL. They're taking away damn near everything. So if you're a 190-pound cornerback and you got for example, a Mark Andrews coming at you, sometimes the hip tackle is the only thing that you have to get the guy on the ground, and you're just going to get flat out ran over. But then on the other hand, if it does cause injuries, then there's something that has to be done about it. It's one of those gray areas. Again, it's like, that's very debatable. I would say no, because it gives a guy with the size advantage like kind of unfair advantage. Like little guys are just a Deion Sanders type is going to get ran over. You know what I mean? Where it's not actually that physical and that big. It's just very good at good at covering. I don't know. No.
How are you expecting the defender to do that to tackle someone like Mark Andrews? I mean, you can't flat out just go try to tackle him. Either you're going to maybe try to run in front of him to cut him off, but what if he's faster than you? How are you just going to keep going? So, I mean, I get it. Injuries, his leg went underneath him, the way he fell, but I didn't see that as a bad tackle. He had to do something.
Exactly.
So even you can't push him a certain way, then that's pushing the back or illegal hand somewhere. It's a flag somewhere going. I mean, sooner or later you might as well put flags on him and say that you can't touch me at all.
Mm-hmm.
Can't touch the quarterback a certain way. Now running backs are getting fined for doing running back moves. Like who was it? Josh Jacobs got fined $22,000. A hit stick. He's a running back, so he's not supposed to get tackled.
I guess he's just supposed to get tackled and not like try to push the guy off him or nothing. Just run until you get tackled and no moves.
And then DeAndre Swift got hit too. So I'm like, these running backs are getting fined too. That's ridiculous. Running backs are getting fined. What's next? Kicker's gonna get fined too for kicking a certain way. Kicker's gonna be next. Wide receivers are gonna be next. Oh, I cut the ball wrong. It's gonna be a fine. Like no fun league.
Right.
No fun league. I understand the horse collar. Roy Williams made that rule because he did the horse collar on T.O. Now Now you're not gonna grab nobody by their collar and just yank them down. Okay,
That's vicious. That's obviously dangerous. That could be a career-ending. You know what I'm saying? A career-ending tackle. That one, but I don't see the same thing with the hip tackle.
OBJ for throwing the peace sign.
For throwing a peace sign.
Well, you know that's taunting there. You know Tyreek Hill does that when he's going in the end zone. He throws it up, and they gave him a fine for they said it was taunting.
I don't think that's taunting. If you score a touchdown, you deserve your little 7 seconds, 10 seconds of fame. If you're running down the sideline and you're 15 yards ahead of somebody and you're doing the Dion shuffle and you're turning around just like doing extra, I can see where that's showing up your opponent. But if you're just celebrating and it's not like you're rubbing your opponent's face in it by throwing up a peace sign, that I don't see what's the problem.
They can't catch Tyreek Hill. Once he get open in the open field, he throws
It's
up
over.
them deuces, and it's a wrap. So
him and Jalen Waddle.
They fined him for that. So what he did was he put the peace sign on his gloves. He just put up his gloves, and there was
good. Okay, I like that, Tyreek. I just hope you don't do that to us tomorrow.
But it's crazy. Like you can't. How you gonna go to the NFL and say, oh, this tackle is going to be legal now? So that means you have players thinking before they go tackle. It's going to mess up the game, just like the whole roughing the passer thing.
And these players have been trained to play a certain way since they was probably little kids, like 7, 8 years old, all through junior high school, college, and then the professional career. And then now you tell them that their whole technique, they have to readjust it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like it either. It's like you changing the game now. So you're changing how the defenders, like it's going to be soft. It's going to be soft sooner or later. It's going to be the no fun league.
Like you said,
you're going to play flags. You're going to play
football.
soft football.
Yep.
Quarterbacks.
And you're playing with soft helmets.
Remember leather
padded helmets.
Oh man. Alrighty. So Clarissa Thompson got some slack on Thursday night. Apparently, she admitted that she makes up stories on the sideline. How are you making up stories on the sideline report? That's your job, to be a sideline reporter. If the coach didn't talk to you, just say you couldn't get their comment. Talk about something else. But why are you making up stories? You got women out here who love their job. Lisa Salters is another sideline reporter. Erin Andrews. Who's another one? You got Josina Anderson, who's on the sideline. Pam Oliver, they're on the sideline. Why are you making
Christina
up?
Pink?
Right, Christina Pink. What are you making up stories for? For what?
So what I read about in the article is she said she was talking to the coach. I guess they were getting ready to go to her live. And she's talking to the coach, and the coach, she asked about the game, and the coach said, "Ooh, that's a nice smell. What is that you're wearing?" And then I guess she was pressed for time, and she had to come up with something, so she just made up a story. I mean, that it kind of explains it. Does it justify it? No, because that's like very disingenuous and takes away from your credibility. But on the spur of the moment, she made a decision, and it just happened to not be the right decision.
I already got dropping two of Raiders making Aiden O'Connell because that's, oh my God, Damien. But I don't know. It's like I don't think anything will come from this. Will she get in trouble? Or they say, okay, you can't be on TV for a while. But I'm not saying I'm thinking about color, but let somebody else would have done that off with their head. But I'm just saying. I'm not
You're not lying.
But so hopefully
you're not far off with that.
Hopefully she can get things together, and hopefully none of these other stories that she's reported aren't bogus. Because like you said, it takes credibility away a little bit. So how do you know we are telling the truth, Chris? So how do you know you are telling the absolute truth now, ma'am?
Now you got to re-examine everything that she done said.
So it was all over Twitter, and Ryan Clark was like, "Ooh, Clarissa done made everybody mad today." She
yeah.
Speaking of Thursday night, Another quarterback is out for the year.
Yee.
Joe Burrow is out for the year with a wrist injury. And it looks like they may be fined too because the Bengals did not disclose to the NFL that Joe Burrow had a wrist injury.
Yee.
He already had a calf injury. Now he has a wrist injury. So he is the, if I'm not mistaken, he is the sixth quarterback that's out because of injury? No, yeah, he's the sixth. So you had Joe Burrow with a wrist. You got Deshaun Watson earlier in the week, who's out with a shoulder injury. Kirk Cousins has an Achilles. Daniel Jones has the knee. You know, Aaron Rodgers got the Achilles, and then Anthony Richardson with the shoulder. So Joe Burrow is the sixth quarterback this season so far to be out for the year. Now, does this make Joe Burrow officially injury prone?
I mean, yeah, until proven otherwise. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to have a long stretch where he doesn't get hurt, because now he has that stigma, that label on him.
I mean, he tore his ACL his rookie year. Why did he tear his ACL? He has a terrible offensive line. And what happened to this offensive line you were supposed to build this offseason to protect Joe Burrow? That line stinks. It still stinks. It's still very suspect. So I don't know what Jake Browning is going to do. Are they going to try to find another QB? Are they going to rock with Browning? I mean, Browning didn't do too bad when he was in there. I wouldn't put him there quite yet because their O-line is terrible since he's been there and spent all his money and they haven't showed up. That's facts. The O-line is horrible.
They probably need a new O-line coach and they need a new scheme. Because remember, if you're in the NFL, you're not terrible. You just get put in bad schemes and schemes that don't match. They didn't have to bring in a coach that matches the personnel.
I mean, you can't really do much if your line's not going to protect you.
Exactly. It all starts up front. Football 101.
The Bengals made it to the Super Bowl with a horrible offensive line. That year, do you remember? He got sacked 9 times by Tennessee. Sorry, I had to bring that up, Jury. But he got sacked 9 times by Tennessee, and Tennessee still lost.
Well, who did they play on their way to the Super Bowl? Their road to the Super Bowl was the Raiders, the Titans, and who else? Who did they play in the AFC Championship?
Who?
The Bengals when they went to the Super Bowl against the Rams. Who did they play in the AFC Championship? I think it was.
It was.
So yeah. If they had to play Kansas City, that was tough. But their first game in the playoffs was against the Raiders. They barely made it in, and then they got the Titans. The Titans almost beat them.
But you can't have your franchise QB taking hits like that, and you supposed to have upgraded this year, spending all that money. And my quarterback's out for the year because the O-line stinks. That's like the Jets' offensive line. Zach Wilson don't even got no time to throw because the offensive line stinks.
That's adjustments that the coach should be making, though. You know your offensive line stinks, so get the call plays that allows the quarterback to get the ball out of his hands quicker.
That's true. That's facts. And you know, Cincinnati has playmakers that can do that. Got Chase. You got T. Higgins was hurt. You still got Tyler Boyd. You still got Joe Mixon. Remember Joe Mixon?
Right. That's a quality running back that's not being used.
But we'll see what Cincinnati's going to do. I'm saying that they're done. They're not making the playoffs this year. Because
the Raiders are taking that spot. We got that.
We'll see. It's definitely interesting. The Raiders is actually playing pretty well with AP. Don't sneak out Houston because right now, if the playoffs started, Houston would be in that 7th seed. So don't count out Houston just yet.
Houston's
Trayvon Diggs and Stephon Diggs. Trayvon Diggs came to his brother, tweeted on Twitter and said, y'all got to get 14 out of there. And then he said, well, he was good. He wasn't that good until 14 got there. So you're saying Josh Allen wasn't that great until Stephon Diggs got there. Now, we all seen the antics on the sideline with Stephon Diggs. He's emotional. He wants the ball. But, and out the whole playoffs, that the Bills has been in the playoffs, they only targeted Stephon Diggs 5 times. So y'all not even looking this man's way. Y'all not even throwing to him. So, I mean, I'll be a little frustrated too. But what do you think about? And then he also came out and said, I can't control what my brother says. But his brother knew what he was doing because obviously, it's true. If me and you are related, or me and you are brother and sister, and I'm going through something, I'm going to tell you because you're my brother. I'm going to confide in you. That's what happened.
That's exactly what happened. He told his brother why he was pissed off, and his brother vented. So that's like a way of Stephon getting his message out without being held accountable for it. It's kind of smart. You know what I mean? On his part.
But do you think Stephon Diggs will be a Raider? I mean, will be a Raider. Will be in the Bills uniform next year?
I don't, bro, because it seems like they've been having this friction since last year. The friction in the beginning, I mean, when you first see friction, it's not really a thing because, that could be ironed out. But now it's been going on about a year. You know what I mean? There's things coming out, shots at the quarterback, the franchise quarterback. Believe me, they're not going to trade the quarterback to keep the receiver. You know what? So, honestly, no, I don't see him as a Bill next year. I see him, guess where? I see him wearing a star on his helmet next year with his brother.
That would be interesting. That would be crazy.
I know that's something you don't want to hear because that's your division.
I don't want to see that twice a year. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that twice a year. I don't see Diggs going to the Cowboys because his brother said before he didn't want to take some of his brother's shine away. I see Diggs maybe going to Houston, Tank Dell, Stroud, Collins, or go to the Lions. Ooh.
Either one of those would be nasty. What up, Damien? What do you say? Hey, Ern, y'all keeping AOC, I think he's trying to say. Oh, AP? Oh, yeah. So I was telling Key, I think my prediction for the Raiders is we're going to win 4 of these games. We're going to lose the 2 to Kansas City, and we're going to lose the 1 to Miami. We're going to beat up on Minnesota. I don't know. Minnesota's on a 5-game win streak, so that's not looking like an easy win no more. I got us against Minnesota, San Diego, Denver, and Indianapolis, making the playoffs at 9-8 and keeping AP as the coach, the permanent coach going forward. I'm hoping and praying, and if I had Mark Davis's email, I'd email him and tell him, don't make the same mistake you made before. It's okay to make a mistake. Like I tell my kids, mistakes are okay to make. Sometimes they're a good thing, but you can't make the same mistake twice. Then you're just a dumbass. Sorry. I mean,
Oh, you get.
I knew that.
But no, if he does, if y'all went out, at least if y'all get to 8-9 or 9-8 record, y'all gotta give Antonio Pierce the job permanently, because what he's doing, he with the practice squad people, that was dope. He was like all on the team too. Y'all should be on the sideline. He got who was it? Jack Jones from New England.
Yes.
He coached
Watch him unlock that potential. Watch. Just watch.
He coached him up, so he knows he's gonna ball out. He's gonna ball out, and AP's doing a great job. So let's move on here. What I got? Anything else? All right, y'all. We're gonna get into these picks and predictions and get on out of here. So let me take one more. We're gonna take one more break. We'll be right back. We'll get the breakdown of week 11. Damn, we in week 11 already. We were just saying, I can't wait till football started. It's halfway through
11. It seemed like training camp was yesterday.
Come on back, y'all. We're going to come back after this break.
What's up, everybody? It's Cottrell Simpson with Wire to Wire Sports Podcast, where we're going to cover all things breaking news, sports related. We're going to preview games, and we're also going to give you our reaction to games that have happened before. You can catch us on Wednesdays from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And if you miss us there, no worries. You can also catch us on Roku with Northeast Streaming Sports Productions from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Hey, and listen, if you're not into all sports and just NFL, we have Sideline to Sideline. That's on Thursday nights from 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 8 p.m. We'll break down the NFL week, the Thursday night game, and we'll preview all NFL action.
And if you're like me and college football is your fix, tune in every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. for Coast to Coast College Football pregame show. We'll review the previous week's action, the day's biggest games. We'll give you our pick'ems, and we'll even give you some teams that are on upset alert.
And if you don't catch us live, you can download us on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or wherever you listen to your podcast. We do also have a YouTube station, Wire to Wire Sports Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, y'all. Make sure y'all tune in to Wire every Wednesday night at 7 on Sports Empire Network. All right, so we got we already passed that, and I did pick Baltimore to win that game, so Baltimore won. All right, we got another AFC North matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Browns. Again, DTR is starting in this game for the Browns. Who you got?
I like DTR coming out of UCLA, but I just don't think that's enough time in the system going full speed for him to be able to pull this off. Pittsburgh's playing really good ball right now, so I'm going Steelers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Pittsburgh too. I think that Pittsburgh's defense is going to get to DTR, but don't sleep on Cleveland's defense because their defense is great too. Myles Garrett and those guys are playing lights out. I'm going to take Pittsburgh. We got an NFC North. The North leading Detroit Lions going up against the Chicago Bears, and Justin Fields is back this game. We got two sets of brothers going at it in this game. We got EQ St. Brown and Amara St. Brown, and then you got Penny Sewell on the Lions, and then you got Noah Sewell. He's a linebacker for Chicago. So two sets of brothers are playing each other. Who you got?
Justin Fields is coming back. I really want to see Justin Fields do well, and he was building a nice connection with DJ Moore. Gooley, shout out to you, but I'm not going to be able to do it. Damian, you too. Sorry, bro. I'm not going to be able to do it this week. Taking the Lions, bro. They just seem like it's destiny for them this year. They're gonna do something. I have high hopes for them this year.
Right now, the Lions have the number one offensive line in the NFL. So they beat my Eagles right now. For right now, they have the number one offensive line. So the Lions is coming to play this year. Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs is balling. Sam Laporta, that rookie tight end that they have is nice. I'm going to take the Lions here. It might be a shellacking, go get me a switch type of game, butt kicking. But I'm going with the Lions here. We got the Chargers going up against the Green Bay Packers. Who you got?
Jordan Love started off the season doing well, and he's just it seems like he just went into the trash. It's hard for me to take San Diego, the Chargers, because of the coach, man. He's just always going to do some boneheaded stuff. The Chargers are loaded. They're an AFC West team and our rival and pretty much are equal. If you guys didn't know, I'm a Raider fan. The Chargers are equal and pretty much they have turned into our arch rival lately. It's hard for me to make this decision, but I'm going Chargers. They're just a better team, and I think they're going to win this game.
Brandon Staley should have been left. No, that's not Brandon Staley. No, he should have been left in Detroit.
Yeah, that's Brandon
Staley. They lost to Detroit or in SoFi, wherever he was at. I don't know why he got a job. I think he's the next head coach to go. His seat, his butt is burning right now. It's getting scorched a little bit from the heat. I think Staley's going to be done. And, it is rumors. These rumors float around that Belichick could be with the Chargers. We're going to see Bill with the Chargers. Jordan Love, the Love Boat has sunk. You want to see Belichick with the Chargers?
I want to see Belichick with the Chargers because I think the game has passed Bill Belichick by, and it would just mean the Chargers would just be stagnant. So I wouldn't have to worry about them no more.
The Love Boat era has sunk for Jordan Love. He has some okay weapons on his team. Jaden Reed what's going on, Bial? Is a good receiver. You still got Watson, you still got Dobbs, you still got Aaron Jones when he's healthy, and AJ Dillon. Luke Musgrave's a rookie tight end for him. But I don't know. I like the Chargers' chances. If anyone's going to be the Chargers' next coach will be Harbaugh. This is what happened. So this is my opinion. Sean Payton should have stayed another year in broadcasting, and would have came out when Staley got fired and put Staley and took his job. Sean Payton, because he's an offensive guy. And
imagine that, bro. Sean Payton is the quarterback whisperer with Justin Herbert. Oh my goodness.
It's Herbert. Herbert. But we both taking the Chargers here, right?
Definitely.
All right, we got your Raiders going up against Miami. Devontae Adams versus Jalen Ramsey should be a good matchup, though. They get A-Chain back. Who you got?
Oh man. So I usually like to vote with my head. This one has me conflicted because the Raiders are playing like the Raiders were supposed to play from the beginning under AP. My biggest problem is our deficiency at quarterback, man. We have offensive weapons everywhere, and I feel like if we just had Derek Carr, everything would click. AOC is gonna be pretty. AOC is Aiden O'Connell, our young quarterback. Unfortunately, we're going against Tyreek and Jalen Waddle, and I don't know if Raheem Mostert is back and got Tua chucking him the ball, and that defense is playing pretty good. But I am going with my Raiders because I just feel it. I feel like we're gonna win this game, and I know I'm lone wolfing on this, but we winning this game tomorrow.
I never know. The Raiders might keep this game pretty close. But I'm gonna go with Miami here. I just don't know if y'all secondary can stop or slow down. I mean, you can slow down a Tyreek Hill. All you have to do is put some pressure on him and jam him up physically, and then he can't go off. And then you got to make Tua feed the ball to Waddle or somebody, one of the other guys. If Tua stands in that pocket too long, Max Crosby is going to eat him alive. So, but I'm gonna take Miami here. I'm gonna go with Miami here. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a blowout because y'all can't put up points. O'Connell's not doing bad. At first, I ain't gonna lie, he looked like Derek Carr because he wears 4, and I had to do a double take. I'm like, is that Carr? Oh, that's O'Connell.
They did him dirty by giving him number 4, bro. They could have gave him any other number. That's Josh McDaniels and them trying to be petty.
All right, and Bial said he's liking the Raiders' chances. All right, so we got this is another NFC East matchup. We got the Washington Commanders going up against the Giants.
My goodness. Oh my goodness. What is this, the Roto-Rooter Bowl or something?
We got Tommy DeVito, Danny DeVito. He lives with his mama still. His mama still makes his bed, makes his dinner, everything.
Oh goodness. So okay. So I'm going Washington. Let me just cut to the chase. I'm going Washington. The reason I'm going Washington, Ron Rivera is playing for his job, and I think they're just a better team. The Giants are beat to crap right now. If Saquon gets going, that could get ugly. But I'm going Commanders on this one. I just feel like they're just a better team, and I might even be better coached.
I'm definitely going Washington. But if Washington loses to the Giants, oh my God!
Oh my goodness!
This is gonna be another.
That's unthinkable.
This is gonna be another butt whipping for Carolina, and we got Carolina and Dallas. Dallas fans are gonna be excited again because Dak's gonna throw maybe 4 or 5 touchdowns on a 1-16. So he's gonna be happy. But they were stat peddling last week because they kept CeeDee Lamb in that game because they wanted him to get that record. I think he needed 150 yards or something. But you kept your starters in, knowing y'all was whooping the Giants like that. But anyway, Giants here. I mean, taking Dallas. There's no ifs or buts about that. Dallas is going.
I'm taking Cowboys by at least 17. No really commentary on that one. This is just Cowboys by 17.
Yeah, I can't. So you got another division matchup over there in the AFC South. We got the Jags and Tennessee. I can't pick Tennessee no more. I done picked them 2 straight weeks and they sold on me, so I'm going Jags here. Give me Mr. Sunshine.
You know what? I'm feeling like Derrick Henry's gonna have that breakout game, so I'm a lone wolf on this one. I'm going Tennessee. I know everybody else is taking the Jags, but I'm not sold on the Jags. I think they might have got exposed by San Francisco, so I'm going
Mr.
Tennessee.
Sunshine. Who wants what you want with old Sunshine for? If y'all
Sunshine.
Y'all remember the Titans?
Yeah, yep. That's him.
No, Tannehill. He's back as the backup for Will Levis. So Tannehill is back, but he's a backup to Will Levis. But no, I'm gonna take the Jags here. ETN is gonna get going. Zay Jones has been cut because another domestic violence person. See, look, Roger Goodell don't play.
God.
Roger Goodell don't play no games when it comes to abuse and domestic violence. You get cut quick, fast, in a hurry. Jags let them go, so they're down a wide receiver. And then I wouldn't be surprised if Tennessee tried to pull this one out, but I'm gonna go Jags here. We got the Cardinals and the Arizona Cardinals and the Houston Texans. Houston's been balling. CJ Stroud and those guys, DeMeco Ryans got them playing. Kyler Murray didn't look bad yesterday for coming back from ACL injury. Last week. Who you got?
No brainer, bro. Texans are on fire. Kyler Murray is just coming back. He's going to be cold. It's going to take him a couple games, maybe even the rest of the season to get back into the groove. That's a no brainer. Texans by 10.
It might be a good game because of the talent level, but I'm gonna have to go with Houston. I haven't went to Houston in a couple games, and they surprised me, especially with the Cincinnati Bengals last week. They pulled that out. CJ Stroud's having a monster game. I cannot bet against the Houston Texans this week, so I'm going to take Houston. We got the Bucks going up against the San Francisco 49ers, who broke their losing streak last week against the Jags. Who you got?
This is about the time when Kyle Shanahan turns on the juice, for that playoff push. I live here in the Bay, and I absolutely despise the 49ers damn near as much as I hate any other team on the planet. But I'm not stupid, and I give respect where it's due, bro. 49ers are a good team, and they built that team correctly. I'm going 49ers in this game here.
Yeah,
If it was in Tampa, I might give them more of a chance. But it's in San Francisco. I'm taking the 49ers.
Santa Clara. But no, I'm gonna
there you go.
I'm gonna take the 49ers here. Just like John, he said the Bucks might keep it close. But I'm gonna take San Fran here. We got another division matchup in the AFC East. We got the Bills up against the Jets. Now the Jets did beat the Bills the very first game because of the turnovers of Josh Allen. They fired their OC. They got Joe Brady there. Let's see if Joe Brady can switch up this offense. Maybe run the dang on ball, just like O.J. Simpson said himself. O.J. said they don't need running backs. They got running backs. Cook went over 100 yards last week. Latavius Murray is still in the league, and he's still running.
That's my guy.
He almost had 100 yards. So run the ball. If you run the ball, it'll take some pressure off Josh Allen for throwing it 99 times a game. But I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills here. I don't think they're going to lose to the Jets again.
This is a rough one. See, I think the Jets beat the Bills the first game because the Bills were game planning for Aaron Rodgers. So when Rodgers went down, then here comes Zach Wilson. It's kind of like, oh shit, we don't really know his tendencies because we didn't really plan for him. So that's why Zach Wilson was able to take advantage. So I would say the Bills would have the advantage in this game, and plus they have a higher talent level on offense. Jets defense is still good though, but the Bills have all this turmoil going on with the offensive coordinator being fired, the changes right there, and the friction between the quarterback and the wide receiver is really rough. It's kind of a toss-up game for me, but it's in Buffalo. It's in late November. It's probably going to be really cold. I mean, the Jets are used to the cold too, but Buffalo, they play in snow out there. So I'm going Buffalo.
All right, so we got 3 games left. We got kind of wrap this up rapid fire. We got the Hawks and the Rams. Who you got?
Seahawks, Rams. We're going Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Seahawks as well. We got Minnesota and Denver. Denver is on a hot hand right now, a hot streak. I'm gonna continue to take the hot hand. I'm gonna go Denver here. That should be a good game though.
See, Denver's on a 3-game winning streak, but Minnesota's on a 5-game winning streak. I'm going Vikings.
Monday night game, we got the Birds against the Kansas City Chiefs. Potential might be a rematch of the Super Bowl this year. I'm going to take Birds all day, baby.
Hell of a game. So that's my second favorite team against my division rival, Kansas City Chiefs. I hate the Chiefs. I would take them, though, because they're an excellent team. But the Eagles are equally an excellent team, and they're as well as my second favorite team. So I'm going Birds. Fly, Eagles, fly, baby.
All right, there you have it, y'all. Another Hoop Dreams, TD Queens in the books. Appreciate you for coming on with me. tuning in, filling in for my girl Jury, who got the flu. Hopefully, she will be back up here with me next week.
Get well, Jory.
But till then, y'all, make sure y'all tune in to us on Northeast Streaming Services, on Roku TV, Sports Empire Network as well. Every Saturday, it's supposed to be 5, but my day was crazy today. We was on late. But we're going to get on out of here, y'all. Love, peace, and hair grease. Y'all have a good evening.
I mean, you can see right now, without LeBron, Lakers are struggling.
Let me tell you about a team I hate, all right? I know the Dallas Cowboy fan is here, so I had to make sure he knew how much I hate this team.
I'm ready.
I've often said that